here in Road America. Jensen, well, he's gonna win again. Let's be honest. Question is, who's gonna get second? Underway. Jensen gets off the line well, so no chance to bet him losing. And they go to second, Baruma third, then Soibers, Nakajima, and Smith. After yesterday, we're not holding out too much hope of a great point as we see Baruma getting ahead of Milligan, then Soibers, Nakajima fighting with Smith, then Wood and Jones. Jensen's already booked it. As I'm going to see the fight for second between Baruma, Milligan, and Soibers develop. Well, that was a mistake by Sleepers upon the entry to the corner. But it hooked it up well, to be fair. Further down, we can see at the back of the field, a little bit haywire we sit Doug, he's opening up Lau and Forsberg. So he had some leads, Baruma second, Milligan third, then Soibers and Nakajima and Smith. And right on the outside, got a move being made there by Savonius as he goes right down the inside and just about gets out of Jones. That was squirmy on exit though. Kaya's in the top 10, Cater's outside the top 10. We got a car off the track. The back of the field, and that is Navin Lau, who was 24th anyway. Let's have a look what happened to Navin Lau. The Forsberg going down the inside. That just unsettled Lau's car when he went off the track. Back to Bill Jensen against the full clear of Baruma, then Sleepers and Milligan. So Sleepers got ahead of Milligan. Well, Sleepers got ahead of Milligan, and allowed Baruma to get away from them. So he went down the inside. We also saw Smith in the back on there getting out Nakajima, then Roots out with the X Jones, Kaye, Bergman, Block. So Jabadisi back Shaw, and easy sets against Douglas fighting, and also Academy X and Martinez and Monby had some Doug Forsberg and Lau, who's a recovery driver at this stage, but Jensen's booked it. Sleepers holding up Milligan for third, trying to get his first podium of the season. Anthony Toipers, with Smith in fifth, then Wood and Nakajima. They're going side by side. So joining in this fight, Andre Savonius in 8th place. So we come off the corner, and somebody else has got ahead of Nakajima. Now he's going to try and get ahead of Wood, is he? Wood is in 6th place as they head through the corner, and that's where Wood will stay. Somebody else ahead of Nakajima for 7th. It begins to turn into a two-way fight at this stage between the Baruma, with Sleepers have been fighting it up for third. So, although after the first lap of racing, Mikhail Jensen is going to lead from down Baruma, then comes Sleepers and Bergman, then Smith, Wood, somebody else. There you can see Jones just ahead of Nakajima, and then Bergman running out of the top 10. They're going to follow Milligan as he tries to hunt down the Belgian Anthony Soibers, trying to get his first podium of the season. Soibers, Milligan made his debut in the first race yesterday, and he finished 4th, just ahead of Soibers, so interesting to see as they come out to one. So this fight slightly has changed. Smith, then Roots out with the Nakajima with Jones, Bergman, Kaye. As there we see a Lawson right down the inside, Cater down to 30. Then we see Lewis Shaw actually running a decent race at this stage. Generati, Rasovetsky, Martinez, stuck with Cavalry, Hansen, Dog, and Monty Lau has recovered 40 more of the fighting, to be fair, and then Forsberg. Jensen books it, but he's only 7 tenths ahead of Darren Baruma, who is showing decent pace out there. We'll have to wait and see if Baruma can actually fight yet. So, no, if Jensen is just made a mistake somewhere. He thought Savonius to get close enough. We head through here, but going behind Swipers still. Food fighting with Savonius for 6th place. Gina Jones, Bergman, Kaye. Okay, so also George VC West, who's down in 16th, and Martinez and Spencer Italians. He leads his train at the end of the point, so we're going to see Forsberg try to make the move on Lau, who then made the move on Dog. That could have got pretty spicy. Getson now opens up nearly a second off of Fuma. Sloper's still fighting on Milligan. But we still see Milligan behind Sloper's Smith biding his time down the road, and someone near fighting out for six. Then there's a gap back to the west. just under 10 minutes to go. Milligan still fighting with Cyprus as we up down the field. 1B Forsberg and Lau fighting at the back of the field. There we go. But a good angling like he's going to try and overtake maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Into turn 1. Milligan stays behind. Could set up on the run towards turn 2. And if not, then maybe towards turn 3 at the end of the first sector. Smith has fallen right off the back of them now. Not going to have net for Milligan. Anyone gonna try to say up down the hill? No. Not that I can see anyway. Milligan gets all out of shape there. He's trying to force his way past Soipers. Got onto the grass and just about kept it going. Somehow Milligan have not spun into the wall there. As you see we find himself on the X. That's damage for Lau. Involving another instant in this race. Although he's so far down the field, I don't think anyone really cares. But that was nervy stuff for Milligan. At least Savile the X and Wood the highest fight. And that's how we look by Savile X down the inside. On Ole Wood. Andres Savile X, the man who was second yesterday. Trying to go ahead of Ole Wood. Now going to get the inside line. Nakajima's onto the back of this fight as well. And he now tries to go down the inside on Wood as Savile X gets past. Nakajima makes that a 3-wide battle coming out the final corner. Now Jones goes down the inside, gets a nice run of it. So Savile X up to second. Nakajima's up to... Sorry, Savile X was to 6th. Nakajima's up to 7th. Jones is up to 8th. Wood has gone from 6th to 9th in about 2 corners. And also onto the back of this fight now is Aaron Bergman. So going to see Jones going down the inside on Nakajima into turn 1. With 6.5 minutes to go. In through turn 1. Jones is ahead of Nakajima. As we also there see Bergman trying to get ahead of Ole Wood. And Wood has now gone from 6th to 10th in about 3 corners. And also he could drop to 11th because Ikaye is onto the back of this fight. He tried to get back ahead of Bergman and slapped the back of Bergman. So Wood's race is falling apart pretty quickly. Back on there, you can see Lawson and Cater fighting about for 12. Also had a good weekend for his standards. Then Giovanni Shawbass, who is just his season dying. Martinez has a poor race as well. And Spencer County, it's Hansen, Douglas, Doug, Forsberg, and Monty now in the pits, obviously. Milligan, see, yeah, he's still behind Soipers. Has recovered from his error. Then we see Nakajima and Jones fighting, and then this fight for 9th. between these three. So we have our look-see. See Milligan on the back of Sleepers. And it's not going to happen there for Mark Milligan. I got pretty nervy. Rouge race is falling apart. See, Milligan on the back of Sleepers. Just want to get P3. On the back of Sleepers, well, we mentioned could Babuba fight Jensen? The answer was no. Now 5.5 seconds, or even Jensen to Babuba was 6 attempts at one point with 4 minutes. Right, so Jensen crosses the line, 4 minutes 16 to go, so 2 more laps from Jensen's perspective. That's what it'll be for everyone. In turn 1, Milligan too far back from Sleepers. Give it closer-ish to Jones. Blue turn 1 we go. Not happening there from Nakajima. Milligan has a look, but again, nothing. Minute 46 to go. See if Milligan can get ahead of Sleepers. Smith is in this fight as well. Might be a much needed result because James Smith after a very poor race one where he only finished 12th. But as we're about to start, as we're about to end the middle sector, he is well and truly in the fight on the pedometer for 3rd place. Let's see. A little further down, see if it's going on there. Doesn't look like it. Two minutes to go. Oh, we're gonna make a mistake. Smith goes down the inside. And Smith is he ahead. Milligan fights it. Smith got a bit of a tag there from Milligan. This means Cyprus has cleared off. And Smith has now got the inside line. Milligan's trying to fight. Without the final corner, Smith gets the better exit, and he's up to 4th. Bad news for him is Anthony Cyprus has now pulled 3.5 seconds ahead of him. I think Bourbon going to have Nakajima as well. It's just something to know. We're going to see if Milligan can get back ahead of Smith. Cyprus started yesterday P2, but as it stands, he's on course for his first podium of the season unless he completely balls it from this position. The man who has finished 4th on countless occasions this season. Because of today might finally be his day with 50 seconds to go. As we see Nakajima going back down the inside on Bergman. Absolutely sent that one and he's up to P8. We'll see if Bergman fights this, which you feel like Bergman will. Behind these Wood is fighting off Kaye, but Nakajima is ahead of Bergman. Smith's still ahead of Milligan. Despite that, 9th is shaping up, well, 8th really on the final lap is shaping up interesting. Into the right-hander, Kaye going down the inside on Wood, and he's up to 10th place. Like, Kaye moves himself up into the top 10, so Wood was running 6th in this race at one point, went from 6th to 10th in 3 quarters, and now he's down to outside the top 10. Smith's still ahead of Milligan. So now Milligan has gone from being stuck up behind Sleepers to stuck up behind Smith. That really has summed up his race excellently. Checkered flag is up now. Lau will take it a lap down. But he didn't even get lapped. He's just crossing the line now, so we're going to have to wait a while for him to finish. Yeah, there's Bergman, there's Kaye and Wood. Then there's this little fight further down, and you can see them fighting it up there, but Milligan all over the back of Smith for 4th place. Milligan doesn't do anything there. But he got his time ready, isn't he? He's only really got that final corner. It didn't happen for him there. Smith has defended that well. But they go back to the lead, where Mikko Jensen, it's pole versus lap, the race win. He wins. What a surprise. Darbover is going to cross the line to finish 2nd in the end. Anthony Cyprus has finally got his first podium of the season. It feels like he should have had about 4 by now. He's finally got it in 3rd. James Smith's going to hold off Milligan for 4th. Milligan crosses the line 5th. Andrea Stavonier is a poor race by head standards, but P6 isn't bad. Jones is going to cross the line in 7th. Nakajima holds off Bergman to claim 8th, with Bergman now in 9th. Then Kaye in the running out the top 10, followed by Wood. Losser is going to take 2 12th place finishes this weekend, followed by Kato and Gebanisi. Shaw in 15th, then Ras, then Martinez, who was a bit poor. Then comes a Kalnieks ahead of Smetsky. Hansen is going to get the last point. Doug will cross the line 21st, followed by Stuglis in 22nd. Forsberg finally doesn't score a point this season, 23rd. Then Mundi in 24th. And eventually, Navan Lau will cross the line 25th. And Navan Lau crosses the line, the last of the finishers, as they all finish once again. That is all. Jensen's winning the title. There's nothing to discuss. Goodbye.